Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long, long wait. For near enough a century we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We stand for the national anthem of France. So here we are again then, Jim. A tournament so long in the waiting.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have given their all to be here, and let's hope that the biggest stage doesn't scare them.
Well, we're on the way. This then, the greatest show on the grandest stage. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he...
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. No second thought, a straight red card. France are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Oh, that's fabulous. Picked out chance, surely! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
The shot! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, shooting chance! Has a look and plays it forward. Well read, nice interception. And he's managed to get free. Cherky did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's picked his way through. Just eases him off the ball, and that's a good ball. Kunde, and it's Akliouche. Played out to the left flank. Chouameni. And Hernandez. Chouameni. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's made its... Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Mignon sends that a long way. Senegal have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Dembele is herring after that one. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for the run. Steaming on goalwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Delivered with swing. That is a brilliant interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Back towards the middle. Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
France with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Hernandez, driving forward. Ball's gone out of play. That's good running with the ball. This looks promising. Oh, it's Dembele. Cherki. And it's hoisted clear. And that's been won straight back. And it's Chouameni. And this is Dembele. Now there's a fine ball. Akliouche! Goal! France! And France are in front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
He's in, must be! Big chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great defending, strong and determined.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cherki drives it in. Tries to get it clear. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
France can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we get things going again. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. Space for him to turn and look. An instinctive delivery. Nicely aimed pass. Senegal do have a chance to counter here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Hernandez. And he's straight offside. Chouameni opts for safety, and it's Chouameni. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Now it's Akliouche. Can he finish? Still just a single goal between the sides.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away? A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, it's a great ball here. France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Akliouche. Dembele, and the finish! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's got away. He's shifting through the gears here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving. Oh, it's Dembele. That has been slung wide. And it's Hernandez. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting! And they are disappearing out of sight.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 70 minutes de jeu par le numéro 19.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
France find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
France have hit a quick-fire double here. Now it's Mbappe. Just about up to 75 minutes.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. And he welcomes it in. Cherki. Oh, it's Dembele. Cherki. Mbappe. Distributed tidily. Now it's Akliouche. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele! It's hit the upright. And he's there to get it away. France are coasting towards victory. Oh, good-looking ball. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That ball looks a good one. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Après 86 minutes de jeu, le numéro 7.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Senegal may be down, but not out just yet. Cherki. And here's Dembele. He's looking wide. Now it's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Maignan claims comfortable. Chouameni. Mbappe. And this is Dembele. He has a look up. Chouameni. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France are able to take all 3 points on day one, and they look the business in doing so. What more could one ask for? Dembele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, they've laid down a marker with such a good opening win, and they're saying to the rest of the group, we're intent on staying at the top. On this evidence, I think there's every chance too.
Mais allez, ils feront mieux dès le prochain match.
Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long wait. For near enough a century we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Time for the first of the anthems. So 4 years in the waiting, and finally it is here.
Yeah, we can't wait to get going on this, Peter. These teams have given their all to be here, and let's hope that the biggest stage doesn't scare them.
And that gets things running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Iraq clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Towering header! He doesn't look too happy with that. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Ødegaard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now it's Ødegaard. Now it's Haaland. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, that's fabulous. First quarter of an hour gone. So we're still where we started right now. Great ball, and he's in here. Haaland! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Erling Haaland.
First breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice control. And a header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Iraq really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now it's Haaland. And the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. No, he refuses to take the bait. Ryerson. And Ødegaard. Berger. And here's Haaland. And here's Ødegaard. Oh, sweet. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
He is through here.
Might want to be careful there.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, can he get onto this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Closing in on goal. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Swings in a chance! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The goal scored for Iraq.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Iraq restore parity.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
And it's Berger. Now it's Haaland. And here's Ødegaard. Great chance! Now, can they get him away? Space for him to turn and look. Place it in low. And that is expertly dealt with. Strong running down that left flank.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ødegaard. Now it's Haaland. Can he finish? And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Norway are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Norway get the ball rolling for the second period.
Norway clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken.
He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not the most accurate pass. Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. Ødegaard. And it's played in. Cleared away.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Berger. Played back. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! Norway have their second corner now. Deftly away. Now the ball's gone astray. Played out wide. Picked out, can he finish? But he's left disappointed. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Haaland. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's a really well-measured ball. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's had it taken off him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland is onto this. Haaland! Goal! Norway! And they've got their lead back. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Iraq choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
For Iraq, number 8.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Berger. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries one from range!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Iraq really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's made its way to him. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. Again, we are level. What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
The goal scored for Iraq. After 18
He forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Iraq really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess.
Shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
spread it left. He's got away. Played out towards the right wing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Haaland. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And he's lost his man here. Crosses it in. That's a decent clearance. That's it. The referee says enough. Norway starting here with a draw, a glass half empty or half full. You be the judge. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, I think all's well that ends well on this one. They pushed for more and showed good determination to avoid less, so it has to be a point won as opposed to 2 lost.
And it's ended honest even today. A big round of applause to both sets of players who gave it their all.